Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Since the channel itself and the series for Space Engineers hasn't really garnered much attention at all, I kind of got carried away and designed a lot of the space station I was working on from the last video. No, it's been a while. That was partially just stuff going on in real life, as well as uh, there not being much interest. So, anyway, here we are. Built a lot of the framework for what will become, I'll say space station for now, but I'm actually going to discuss that in a moment. But as you can see, I have essentially two rooms here that I've been working on. One is just going to be the main command area, passenger chair. There's a respawn, what will be a respawn point, the medical room right there. Everything is hooked up to the oxygen tank and oxygen generator, so it will be a pressurized room. So I won't have to worry about my oxygen meter while I'm in here. Just have to make sure I have enough ice to keep creating it. And then the second room here, which will be a hangar. And as you can see, it's not very big, since it will indeed be the hangar for our little mining ship here. Uh, I said I was going to discuss about it being a space station because I believe I'm actually going to turn it into a spaceship once I, get things rolling. So I'm actually going to end up somewhere else, relatively close by, maybe right on top of the asteroid. We'll start building a new space station, which will be the permanent one for this asteroid, which will be the permanent space station where we'll be building the bulk of our refineries and assemblers. And this will essentially be a mining ship. Uh, nah, not mining ship. That's our mining ship. I guess you could consider it a logistics craft, since the mining ship will be docked inside the little hangar, and we will take the bigger ship and fly it out to the different asteroids that we have nearby with the ores. That way, we have a shorter trip to make with our small little mining vessel, which, once it gets loaded down with materials, it tends to go really slow. Well, accelerate really slow at least, and not maneuver very well. So it'll allow us to just take the big one out and make short little trips from the asteroid back to the ship. And then it can work on processing materials while we're out there. And then once we fly everything back to our main space station, a lot of the stuff will already be refined. And then we could just dock up with the main space station and be set from there. So that's the plan, in theory at least. You can see I've done a little bit of welding on it, just trying to get the base of it done, the bottom done before I start working my way up. As you can see, I don't have this completely enclosed yet, just because it's easier to fly straight in and out, not have to go through the hangar doors. Uh, I'm considering putting an extra door in the side right here to lead straight into the command center. Um, Still debating that. It would be a lot quicker to go in that way instead of having to come through the hangar, make sure it's pressurized, and then come in through this door to get to the space station. Then we run into the issue of this entire command area being depressurized when we open this door. So if I wanted to do a side door here, I'd have to build a airlock chamber, which would interfere with our little docking arm here. So plus it would not make it any faster than going through the main hangar and then into the command station. So yeah, I just reasoned that all out in my head on camera. So gotta nix the door idea right there and just have the hangar in the back be the main engines. As I was designing this, I was taking a look at it from all around to see how it looked, and I decided that it looked a lot more like a ship than like a space station. So I decided to go with that. I guess I was tailoring it to this small little mining ship that we built in like the second or third episode. I forget what it was. But since I was tailoring it to that ship, I didn't really make it expandable beyond this too much. And for our main space station, I got to be thinking a lot bigger than just this small little thing. So that's the idea, to turn this into our ship. That'll be a lot later down the road, though, since we still only have this small little mining vessel here and large ship. I still have them on here. I'm not sure if I have. Yes, since even the small thrusters for large ships take a lot of components. 60 construction components, that's a huge hit right there, and the 80 thruster components is a huge amount. So that's going to be rough to do. Just to even get one thruster in each direction for it will be tough to do, and to make it a viable ship to, you know, make it so that it's worth taking the huge ship out to each individual asteroid to mine instead of just the tiny little one. We're going to need a lot of thrusters to give it good acceleration, and I haven't even considered where to put things like the gravity generator if I want that, and the gyroscopes, which we're going to need at least one of. So I have no idea where I would place those, maybe on top of the refinery. Plus, our one tiny little small reactor might not be enough. Probably won't be enough to power it. I might have to throw down another reactor. So that's going to be a huge undertaking. Not even to mention the actual space station I'm going to have to start planning out. Which at the very top, I'll probably start doing framework for just where I want the refineries and things to set up. But yeah, that's basically the state of things right now. I'm looking at other games that I'm gonna try, that I might try and do a couple videos on, just to, you know, give the channel more variety, since I really haven't steered much away from the kind of sci-fi aspect of it, mainly with the Dungeon of the Endless, which I keep trying to put out there, but people aren't interested in, which again is so disappointing. It's such a fun game. But in this, I've done a little bit of Medieval Engineers. I am definitely going to try and get back into that because people seem to like it. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me, and hopefully I'll be able to put out a few more videos and hopefully find something that is agreeable to the general viewing public. See you next time.